Hey guys, Brian Goes Blue.
And Coco too.
Back in with another Vinegar Syndrome subscription haul for you. We got the February subscription box in about a week and a half ago, but we wanted to wait towards the beginning of the month to kind of keep it,
keep the trend going.
Keep the trend going. So yeah. Anyways, we got quite a decent sized box for you this time around, and got, I think, it was like 3 or 4 titles, and then the rest of them are partner label titles. So, yeah. Any words?
Yeah, we watched 4 Vinegar Syndrome movies in the month of January. So at the end of this video, we're gonna go through those. We were hoping to get through more, but things got crazy. So we're happy that we got through 4, so we can kind of share our thoughts and kind of review. I don't even remember what I rated any of them, but I probably should have taken notes on that, but it's okay. So yeah, let's jump into this box.
Yeah, we're going to show off what we got for the February subscription box, and then we're going to go into the reviews after that. So, yeah.
All right, so these are all, again, these are all a surprise to me. I never know what's in the box, and I think that's pretty fun. So the first one, I did see this when it came through. You did show it to me.
This one I had ordered from Orbit because I missed out on the slipcover on the Vinegar Syndrome site. Actually, I just kind of snoozed.
Oh, so this isn't a Vinegar Syndrome?
It's a partner label title.
Oh, okay.
From I could have gotten it from Vinegar Syndrome, but I kind of snoozed on it. That's going to be the Who Done It, the Clue documentary. I don't know how interesting this is going to be to me. I might end up getting rid of it, but just wanted to check it out anyways.
I like the slipcover. It's really soft.
This slipcover is nice, and it's hard to pull out whenever there's the cellophane on it. But yeah, it's the cover there, and the back.
Have you seen this?
No, I haven't.
And
I've seen.
So it's
I've
just
seen
a
Clue
documentary.
The movie,
I haven't seen either. That's pretty cool.
Yeah. I know the slipcover is like out of 1,000, so it's kind of rare and hard to find now. But yeah, we got it.
Hell yeah!
And it was done by Enjoy the Ride Media. ETR Media means Enjoy the Ride Media. And we actually have some of their before they did like a partner label with making Blu-rays and stuff for Vinegar Syndrome. Enjoy the Ride. They sell vinyl on their website as well, and they have a lot of cool vinyl. So, and I have a few records from them.
Oh yeah. Wait, why is this here?
This is here because
I was like, wait.
This is our replacement box for Sidekicks, because last month we got it messed up, remember? So yeah, we got a replacement for Sidekicks.
Oh, that's right.
We got a perfect box now, so we're good to go there.
Yeah. And then, do you want to show this now? That was with it.
Sure.
Okay.
This is the slipcover for a women's tournament. I had this title in the collection, and during the Valentine's Day weekend sale, they had a couple catalog slipcovers that they did, and I actually had this one, so I still haven't opened it. I mean, I've had this title for a couple of years, and I still haven't opened it. So, but I guess it's an X-rated. I'm not sure. It doesn't say it on the back of here.
The pictures on the back look a little X-rated.
Yeah, on the back of here.
Yeah.
I mean, it's got some violence in there, or whatever. But yeah, it doesn't say it's X-rated on the back of this thing or anything.
Is that XXX?
Yeah, but it has like the XXX on the slipcover and everything. So that's the front of the slip and the back of the slip. So I don't know. For ladies and gentlemen over 21, it says so. The deranged descent of a woman unchained, and that's Roberta Finlay. I have a couple more Roberta Finlay Vinegar Syndrome titles.
I like how the Vinegar Syndrome emblem is pink instead of the yellow.
I think that means it's like a Peakorama, maybe.
Really?
But I don't know, because it's definitely got some horror elements to it.
Have you seen any others that are pink?
I think the pink means that it's like the porn, yeah. So it's probably got some hardcore shit in there, but
that's funny.
Whatever.
All right, I'm gonna go for the next one that caught my eye, because this is really awesome. I'm loving how that looks.
Oh yeah, so this one is Biozombie, and this is actually the subscriber exclusive hardbox edition. Yeah, Pop's Knock. And yeah, so the outer box here is exclusive to subscribers for now anyways. I'm not sure. I've heard rumors that they might release a hard box edition of this to be sold like separately. I don't know. But really cool. I love all the neon colors, and then we got the Bio Zombie on the side there. And for everybody that's not a subscriber, this is what you're going to get. The slipcover version.
Mm-hmm. Which is still very cool.
Yeah.
Wow.
Looks kind of crazy. I've heard so things about it. But it's from 1998, so it's kind of a later one.
Okay.
I'm not huge into Asian horror movies, but I'll check it out.
Yeah.
And yeah, so that's Bio Zombie.
Who knows? It could be the next Train to Busan.
Could be, yeah. Train to Busan.
Probably not, but yeah, that one was awesome.
Yeah.
We were very pleasantly surprised with that one.
Yeah, we definitely like this outer box cover. It's really cool.
Yeah. Okay. This looks pretty crazy and cool. And there's a title on both sides, which you don't always see.
Yeah, so this is probably the back because of the way that's done.
Yeah.
So I'm going to go ahead and show this front first. This is Goodbye 20th Century. Not familiar with this movie at all. It just looks like a post-apocalyptic, like Mad Max kind of movie.
Mm-hmm.
As far as the slipcover goes. Yeah. So,
when is this one from?
this is from 1998.
Another later one.
Yeah, right?
There's
and
like a Santa Claus.
The year is 2019, and it's a dystopian wasteland movie. So, what? I heard it was from some foreign country, but I forget.
It says there's a Santa Claus who crashes a funeral.
There is a Santa Claus in it.
Yeah, that's what I just said. A violent Santa Claus impersonator who crashes a funeral.
Wow.
So, Could
yeah.
be fun.
Yeah. It's restored from camera negative and on Blu-ray for the first time. It's remained almost virtually unknown outside of its native country. Whatever country that is.
You know what this just made me think of? You know how there's like I think there's a cartoon movie or an animated movie with like the Tooth Fairy and Santa Claus and like the Easter Bunny.
Oh, Legend of the Guardian or something like that?
Is there any horror movies that exist that have all of those characters? Like,
I don't know.
Wouldn't that be awesome?
It's a good...
Like we have like Silent Night, Deadly Night, and we have the Tooth Fairy, I guess. Like, you know, we have all these separate ones, but how about putting them all together in one horror movie?
Not sure.
That would be cool.
But this one looks kind of cool. Yeah, there's the Santa on the back. He looks kind of crazy. The blood on his face and stuff.
Mm-hmm. Interesting.
Interesting title.
Okay. The next one. Whoa, kind of scary. Oh, I've heard you talk about this.
Yeah.
Wasn't it a show or something?
It was.
So what's this?
This is a
movie?
This is a partner label title. I think it's another documentary. I was curious about this one because I like the show Glow, and you know, this is based on the actual TV. There was a TV show, and they did all this ladies wrestling stuff in the 80s, and that's what this is about.
I know, because I remember I asked you, I was like, you like Glow? And you're like, yeah, but not because it's like women's wrestling, like how why people would think.
Yeah, there's a lot more to it than that, and it just looks, this looks kind of nuts. This is from...
Look at that Karen haircut.
Yeah, this is from 2012. I guess this documentary's from then, but you know.
But it's like based in 86 to 92.
Yeah, 86 to 92, yeah. The most outrageous television shows in history. So one of them. It says, a neon and glitter-soaked reimagining of the WWF with an all-female cast, only with more skits, chainsaws, and personalized rap songs. So, yeah, and it's got a lot of features on it, too. It's got like 70 minutes of vintage matches, skits, and music videos. So that's pretty cool. I thought it was cool. It's an ag for release, ag for partner label.
Yeah, that looks really cool.
So I just grabbed it while the slipcover was still in stock.
Oh, I'm loving all this pink.
Yeah. And
these slipcovers that they've like turned to like really, really soft. Like can't even describe it. Yeah,
you've gotten even better with them.
Yeah.
So this is another wrestling one. I might just watch this one and get rid. I'm not sure. It's Hitman Hart Wrestling with Shadows. A lot of people were picking this one up, and I was just like, screw it. I just threw it in the cart. And Yeah, this kind of reminds me of like the late '90s, early 2000s wrestling days. The days when I watched wrestling. It's Bret the Hitman Hart, and I think this is just his whole story. I know he did. It's like a 25th anniversary special edition because I think this might have been from. Yeah, this is from 1998. This documentary here, so widely hailed as the greatest wrestling documentary of all time.
Oh,
so
I don't even know who that is, but
a lot of people were going nuts for this release. I know his brother Owen Hart, he died on the wrestling match. He was up really high on he was like hanging way above the wrestling mat, and then something happened with his cord when he was hung up, and he fell down to his death, I think. So it was pretty tragic. But yeah, no, it was this guy's brother.
Wow.
Yeah, wrestling with shadows.
I'm noticing a trend here with like the 98 titles.
Yeah, it is a lot of 98 this time, huh?
Yeah.
And this one was Canadian International Pictures that did this one, so.
And I know why we have this, so I'll explain. So in our January haul, our subscription haul, we had From Beyond. And spoiler alert, this is one we actually did watch. But our slipcover had like the tiniest little tear. The paper had like torn, and it was white. And I don't know, we love our slipcovers, so that was a boo-boo.
Yeah, I reached out to Vinegar Syndrome about the slipcover rip, and then the sidekicks was a little bit beat up. So.
And then they sent both.
Yeah, they sent both, and they both came fine.
So that's awesome.
Yeah.
All right. Another one. See, like this one isn't soft like the other ones, but...
Yeah.
Oh my god, this looks so cool. This is probably the coolest one for me so far.
Mm-hmm.
If I told you last week we were going to turn into cannibal zombies, what would you have thought?
Right, a quote from the movie.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this is from Gunpowder and Sky. You know, they've done Summer of '84 and Tragedy Girls and a couple other ones. These are more recent.
I was learning more about that partner label when we were organizing our Vinegar Syndrome shelf back there.
Yep.
I realized I was like, oh, there's another partner.
And this one's called Eat Brains Love. I guess Eat, Pray, Love.
Uh-huh. Yeah, so, I picked up on that.
A road trip movie filled with heart and brains, and it looks like a lot of fun.
It might be like the poor man's Warm Bodies.
Yeah, kind of looks like it, right?
Well, I mean, she didn't turn into one, but
yeah.
Spoiler.
But
it looks cool.
Here's the cover here. I might open this one up because I know there's something cool inside.
Right now?
Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, this is actually directed by Robin Flender. That's kind of like what drew me to it because it was the same director as Idle Hands. Even though it's from 2019, it's a more recent.
Whoa, that's really...
Yeah, it's pretty recent.
Yeah.
I don't know any of the cast, but...
Yeah, I don't recognize anybody either. That's probably the most recent Vinegar Syndrome title I've heard. 2019.
Yeah. Usually Vinegar Syndrome doesn't like put out that recent a title. But sometimes their partner labels do.
Mm-hmm.
So. It's like the thickest plastic known to man.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Whoa.
I knew that there were these in here. So.
That's cool. Comes
with 2 little Valentines. It says, "You stole my heart," and then on the back it says, "And then you ate it." And there's a girl. It says, "I love you" means never having to say you're hungry. And on the back it just says, "Happy Valentine's Day." So that was cool that they did that. Nice little touch.
And of course you get the book.
Yeah, and you get a book with the Gunpowder and Sky stuff. They're kind of like, it's kind of a spoiler, I guess. I haven't seen the movie, but they're kind of eating intestines there together. Kind of like a little romantic.
Yep. Like Lady and the Tramp with the spaghetti.
Yeah.
Yikes.
So I just thought it was like a cool one that, you know,
yeah, I think
we could watch together.
Yeah, I think that'll be a little fun one. A little fun date night movie.
Yeah, I've heard good things about it.
All right, we've got 2 more here. I want to save the one that I think looks the coolest for last, which is down there. This one looks cool too. Another soft. The only opinions I really have of anything is if I think it looks cool, if the colors are pretty, And if the slipcover's soft. I wish I knew more about these titles, but the fun thing is going into this blind for me and then like really ending up like loving it or, you know, kind of falling asleep, which doesn't happen as often, but...
No, not really. This one's called The Devonsville Terror. And I've heard that this one's pretty decent, actually. Only evil will out evil. And, yeah, the year on this one is 83, so you got a little older here.
Yeah.
But, I do know that this has Donald Pleasance in here from Halloween, so, and Dr. Loomis. So he's in this one. That is a crazy image.
That's some From Beyond shit.
That looks nuts.
Not From Beyond. What am I saying? You know the one I'm thinking of? With the skull and the eyeball. Burial.
Oh, yeah. Shit, what's that movie?
You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, Beyond the Darkness.
Beyond the Darkness.
Yeah, the Severin film.
That's what that looks like.
I'm curious what the other art's going to be on this one, too.
Yeah.
Probably should have done this beforehand, but whatever.
You were going to open them all up, but then decided not to. Because oh my god.
This looks cool.
Wow. We usually reverse the
Pretty
art and then use the reverse art since it's the same. The other one's the same as the slipcover.
Yeah, this looks cool.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
Pretty gross.
I'll put this on the high list to watch for the month.
One thing I will say, this is kind of like, well, it's related because it's Vinegar Syndrome. They send these awesome bubble packages that are only open on one side, and we find these really useful, especially for like shipping out titles. You know, like popping it in there and only having to tape it on one side. Yeah. These really come in handy for a lot. Actually, moving too.
Oh, yeah.
You put plates and stuff in here. I don't know. I like the extra little care, like the little bubble sleeves that they give. This looks awesome. I feel like I heard you or somebody else talking about this one.
Maybe Pops Movie Dungeon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Enjoy the ride.
Yeah.
That's okay.
Yeah, this is their one for for January actually, but I skipped it and I went back and I was like, I gotta add to my February box.
Oh, okay. So this wasn't a part of like the subscriber.
No, this is a partner label.
No, but I mean like it didn't come like you ordered it extra for.
Yeah, I ordered extra
for February.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
You can still order with the subscription. You can order any of the partner label titles or any of the like extra, pretty much any of the extra stuff for 50% off throughout the whole year. Anything that came out in 2023, basically.
So when you're done with that, I want you to show what actually, like, which titles actually come with the February. Okay. And then what you got separate. I always like to know because
you're good.
I think it's cool.
So this one was an Enjoy the Ride one, and it's the first VCR, which it's got that really cool slipcover, looking like a VHS tape. And it's also got the cool spine there, but we're going to show the other side first. And then the other side's Cassettes Go Hi-Fi. This is a double documentary, basically on the first VCR, you know. On one side you got the cassette there, and then you got the tape on that side. So pretty cool. Yeah. I've heard so things about the documentaries, but I still want to check them out. And the slipcover looks awesome, so yeah. Netflix and YouTube wouldn't be possible without the invention of the first VCR. In 1956 came the device that changed the world forever.
We're totally the people that still have a VCR, play VHS tapes and cassette tapes. Like lately we've been watching old home videos from when I was a kid on like an old camera on 8mm tape. So
there's your reel-to-reel right there.
Oh yeah, we have reel-to-reel. We have that film on that too, but the camera busted, so we have to find a way to play those. Yeah, so one documentary in here is 41 minutes and the other one's 61 minutes, so they're not really that long. Okay. About an hour and 40 minutes total. Is that supposed to be the first VCR? That thing looks huge. Looks like a washing machine. Yeah, that is the first VCR. It's freaking huge. That's cool. But yeah, that's a... Kind of like the first computer was like huge and it filled up a whole garage. Pretty cool title. Yeah. All right, so show us what... Oh, that's everything. The box is empty, and I won't show our address this time. No, that was you last time that did that. Yeah. But yeah, I always like Brian to show like what actually comes in the February haul. or in, you know, each month's haul so that you know, like, what we actually got and then what he got extra.
Oh, not much came in this one.
Was it only like 3 or 4?
Yeah.
That's how the last one was. I was like, wait, what? Only 4 come?
Honestly, I think it was just these 3, honestly.
Really? Oh, yeah, because this was from January.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we got Goodbye 20th Century,
Mm-hmm.
Biozombie, and the Devonsville Terror. Because there wasn't any VSAs to grab this time either, so.
Oh, okay.
So usually it's 3 to 4 titles. And then, yeah. Then we got the slipcover for Woman's Torment. And then I'm not going to count the extra slip we got for From Beyond and everything.
Right.
So we got, basically these 4 were from the February partner labels.
Mm-hmm.
Those are the ones that I wanted. And then the first VCR is from January. So grab that one. So yeah, that's everything.
Yeah, pretty good haul.
Yeah.
I'm excited to check these out. I will say, last month there were more that I was like interested in, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
But there's still quite a few solid ones. I mean, actually, there's quite a few that I'm still interested in. Do you want to talk about that next, or do you want to go into our January watches?
Oh yeah, one final thing that I forgot to mention that we got this month.
Mm-hmm.
So I have the infamous, of course, way out of print Blood Hook. And this is the original slipcover and everything. As you can see, the spine, it's got the VS logo on the back on there. Nothing on the back but the barcode and everything. This is more the matte old school slipcover. But, yeah, I did end up getting, I ended up redeeming 1,000 reward points because they have some of these out of print slipcovers that you can get with 1,000 rewards points if you have the Vinegar Syndrome rewards. But 1,000 points costs like about $500 worth of Vinegar Syndrome to get 1,000 points, which is crazy.
Yeah.
But since we were subscribers, we got a few thousand points accumulated.
Yeah.
So
easy.
Yeah. So I got the Blood Hook extra slipcover for that, just in case anybody needs it or anything like that. Yeah, this is the gold emblem here. This is the differences. So
is that a new way that they're doing it, or why is that one gold?
Because these are just reissues now, and they're only through the rewards system.
Oh.
And it says Vinegar Syndrome Media Club on the back here.
Oh. Okay.
So I guess it's like it's the name of their reward system now. And
that's pretty cool.
But these slipcovers, I don't know if they're just going to show up on camera. But this is the new one. This is the old one. This one's a little bit different.
The blue, I could tell with the blue is different.
You could tell with the blue?
Or maybe it was just the camera. I don't know. The blue looks more blue here. It's like kind of more faded there. But
this is the newer one, and it has that same sort of texture feel as the newer slipcovers from Vinegar Syndrome do. So you are getting a little bit different of a slipcover with the reward redemption ones. But I just wanted to put that out there as kind of like a side note for people that are trying to get these.
Mm-hmm.
I ended up getting another one for the March box, so I threw that in there before they sold out of it, and we'll show that in the next box. But it was one that I haven't had before. This is one that I had before. I just wanted the second one of it because it's such a rare slipcover. So
yeah,
I just wanted to show you guys the differences between that.
Yeah.
See the spine difference.
Look, even on this side of the spine, like the tree is more full and black in this one. You know what I mean? It's subtle little differences.
Yeah, it's subtle little differences. You can see the tree. There you go.
Oh, sorry, my face.
There you're good. Yeah, it's a little bit more glossy, a little bit more polished than the old school matte slipcovers. So, yeah, just wanted to throw that little tidbit in there.
Yeah, I'm sure it's much appreciated. So, the first title that we watched, Brian let me choose because there was I should have showed it off. Oops. we had a whole stack of movies we wanted to watch. We obviously didn't get through them all. We got through 4.
Yep.
But the first one that we watched was the 2002 Ted Bundy. And I knew going into this that I was going to love it because, as I said last month, I have a crazy fascination with Ted Bundy. I feel like a lot of people do. As sick and twisted as it is, we're all just, like, fascinated by him. But this was nuts, okay? Like, I didn't think that I would really love another Ted Bundy movie more than the Zac Efron, and that's not anything to do with Zac Efron. I just think it was really well done and really, like, tied into how everything really went down, like, really well.
Yeah.
But so did this.
Yeah, it did.
This was, like, crazy, demented, like, almost kind of, like, terrifying how deep he went into the character, and then, like, hilarious. Like,
oh yeah,
we had a blast with this, right?
The opening scene when he's looking in the mirror, he's making all the faces.
That was our favorite part. We're known for rewinding a lot, but we must have rewound that like 5 times.
Yeah, it was really funny.
That was so funny. And I just feel like the kills, like the scenes where, you know, you actually see him killing women and like doing things, like, was really uncomfortable and raw.
Yeah, it was.
So, I mean, and there weren't really cutaway scenes, right? Like, if he, like, went to hack, like,
yeah, it
right,
showed,
we,
it
like,
showed most
saw
of it. I mean,
stuff.
It wasn't really shy of everything.
Yeah.
It was pretty nuts for a straight-to-video kind of horror movie.
Yeah.
Based on a serial killer.
Yeah, it really was. I feel like, and we don't go into spoilers with our other stuff, but with this, I feel like we kind of have to because we're reviewing it.
Yeah.
Should we?
That's fine.
Is that okay? Yeah. I think it's so crazy, okay? But, like, everything that he did, all the messed up shit that he did, and everything we see in this movie, there's a scene that really, like, stuck with me and bothers me the most. And I know this is gonna sound weird, but, like, it's the ending scene where they shave his head bald and they're, like, prepping him for the chair, and they have him, like, bend over and they're shoving cotton balls up his
really weird.
Like, so that he doesn't, you know, because they say, like, when they electrocute someone and they're in the chair, they shit themselves. So it was just really uncomfortable. And, like, my natural empathy was, like, feeling bad for him. But then I was like, no, like, don't do that. He's a terrible person. You know, it's that weird boundary of, like, it's a human being. So you're feeling, like, empathetic. But then you're like, okay, no, they're a bad person. I don't know. Just for me, that scene really, like,
gotcha.
Kind of got me.
Yeah.
But I don't know. What do you think? Like, what are some things that stand out to you that you can remember?
Basically, I mean, any of the times when you were just like, he would just go and meet a woman and just club her over the head, like, real quick.
Yeah, really quick.
Just knock her out.
Yeah.
That was pretty intense.
Oh, and then you mentioned, because you knew that he, like, acted disabled and stuff to get women to, like, prey off of their empathy.
Yeah, like he had the broken arm.
Yeah, but you were like, wait, why is his arm broken? And I was like, no, remember, that's how he gets him in. That's his, like, tactic. Oh,
and there's a scene where I mean, I don't know if he really did this, but he was like, he, like, follows this girl to her house, and then he starts, like, jerking off in the bushes.
Oh, that was nuts.
And he's like still, like, jerking off, and then this lady pours water on top of his head from above, like, the apartment above her.
Or it was like insane. A guy, I think it was a guy, right? Or there was a guy that was like, it's you again.
Yeah, it's you again.
He probably did that shit, like, I don't know.
It was nuts.
But we saw a few repeat things, you know, because they're going to talk about what actually happened. Like, in the later movie, I never can remember the title, the Zac Efron Ted Bundy adaptation, where he jumps out of the courtroom, like, or he busts out of jail a few times, but he busts out of the courtroom, like, window when he's, like, you know, going to trial, because he escaped a few times. Like, we saw that in this one again.
Yeah.
And the Yellow Beetle, of course, there's stuff that's gonna repeat. But anyway, I don't want to go on a long thing. I just want to say this was really fun. Like, it wasn't, you know, if you avoid it because it's, like, a touchy subject or you don't care for it, like, we had a blast with it. Like, I hate saying that about a Ted Bundy movie, but we had a lot of fun and a lot of laughs. So I feel like we at least maybe gave it a 3.5.
I think it was a 3.5.
Something along those lines.
Yeah, it was nuts. And the guy who plays Ted Bundy, his interview was really awkward.
It was.
Like, he was like, he was not the best talker in an interview at all.
But he was a great actor. Yeah. He didn't come across like that in the movie at all.
Yeah, so if you watch the interview with him,
that was weird. I forgot
really
about
strange
that.
and interesting.
I mean, Totally weird. So yeah, that was Ted Bundy. That was the first title we watched. The second one, we of course had to dive into the Sidekicks, this awesome box set. I had never seen this as a child. I know a lot of you definitely had. I wasn't that lucky. You had, but it had been a long time for you, right? Yeah. So what were your thoughts on this, like watching it as an adult versus like when you saw it as a youngin'?
I had forgotten a lot about it, honestly. I hadn't seen it since I was like maybe 15. I don't know.
Oh, okay, so you weren't like a kid.
Yeah, I was a kid. I was a kid watching it, but I've watched it a bunch when I was a kid.
Oh, okay.
It was always on HBO.
Gotcha.
It was on HBO like every like morning. Like it was one of those like 6 or 7 in the morning. Like
okay.
So when I turned it on as a kid, like that would be on the channel. Yeah. But I just always liked Jonathan Brandis, rest in peace. And I didn't really know of any Chuck Norris movies besides this one as a kid. And same with Joe Piscopo too. I didn't know he was on SNL until like the last couple of years. And so seeing Sidekicks now it was totally different. I don't know if I'd like it as much if I was an adult watching it. Yeah. But I still enjoyed it quite a bit. I didn't really remember him being so asthmatic either, Jonathan Brandis. So that kind of like him daydreaming and wanting to be, side by side with Chuck Norris kicking ass. That was kind of cool.
It was.
It was cool thinking about, a little kid's dream like that when he can't really get there.
I'm glad that you said that because at the end, remember, he leaves the Chuck Norris magazine on the bench and a kid in a wheelchair wheels over and grabs it. And we both looked at each other like, oh my God. Yeah, that was really cool. Mm-hmm. For me, going in blindly, not reading anything about this, but just seeing that it was, a karate or martial arts movie with Chuck Norris and Jonathan Brandis, teen heartthrob. All the girls I feel like had crushes on like the same boys.
all the Teen Beat magazine kids.
Yes. But I don't know, I think I thought going into this that like he was like in karate or martial arts and that Chuck Norris was like his teacher or his mentor, kind of like Karate Kid. I don't know, that's kind of what I thought going into it. And then when I realized like, oh, he's like having these daydreams about Chuck Norris and him like going on adventures, like the opening scene with all of like the ninjas like throwing ninja stars and like roundhouse kicking a lot. Like I had so much fun with that. I think that was great. But I wasn't expecting it to be so much of him like daydreaming and like, but then of course, spoiler alert, he gets to meet him and like Chuck Norris is like they're 4th on their team, right? They're 4th at like the championship or whatever. So I don't know. I think it was really fun.
And you got Danica McKellar in there too.
Yes, and I've been seeing a lot of you like on Instagram and stuff saying that you forgot that, or in your YouTube videos that you forgot that she was actually in this. Like, like she's in it and she's a big part, but I think a lot of people forgot that. So I don't know. These kind of movies, when I was little, it was all about like Disney and Barney and Barbie. Mm-hmm. So for little girls, like, I don't know, for me personally, my big brother was watching this kind of stuff. I wasn't. Like, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So I wasn't as exposed, but like you said, I wish I would have seen it as a kid, because watching it as an adult, I feel like is different. But
Joe Piscopo is hilarious in it. He's really funny.
Oh yeah,
as the over the top teacher.
Oh yeah, we had the most fun like laughing at him.
He wants to get back at Chuck Norris or whatever.
Mm-hmm. A lot of quotable like funny lines in that, which I can't even think of now, but we were definitely having fun with it. Okay, so the third title that we watched, I was really excited about this one. I think I was a little underwhelmed by it.
Yeah.
I think I was tired that night. So like that, that's why. But anyway, Frostbiter. We watched this one because I was like particularly enthralled by this. Am I holding it close enough? Good. The scary like witch creature in the middle. And I think I was underwhelmed because I thought this was going to be like a main villain that we were going to see a lot, and it was like one scene. Yeah. With like the scary witch broad. And that's the only reason why I was underwhelmed. Yeah. But it delivered. There was gore. There was like a lot of cool practical effects.
Yeah, it was cool. Some stop motion.
Yeah. Oh yeah. That's what we were the most excited by. Thing. Yeah. And you love the whole Wendigo
I do.
Thing
yeah.
In
Ever
any
since,
movie.
Antlers, yeah.
Yes.
But this movie was a blast.
Mm-hmm.
It was really cheesy and really low budget, and
the acting was like
that acting was not good.
Yeah.
It was kind of like I would call this like if you like Demon Wind or Evil Dead, I would say check this out.
See, and I do love those, but like I don't know. I think I was in a weird mood watching it.
Yeah.
Or I was tired.
But there's just like some crazy stuff in here, like I don't know, and there's a whole like crazy song about chili when they're singing about chili.
Oh yeah, wasn't there
just
something
so random
about like, oh my god, what was it? It was something about like My Lady.
Yeah.
I forget.
There's just some crazy score and like soundtrack to this, and like it's just all this weird. It's so weird.
Yeah.
I can't even really like describe it too well.
And it's been a little bit since we watched it.
It's been a little bit since we watched it.
We said, oh, should we film these like right after we watch it and have like all these different cuts? And then we said, no, let's just like watch what we watch and then do one full video like with what we remember.
Yeah. And they're all talking about, you got to complete the circle and all this stuff.
Oh yeah, that was weird.
The whole time.
I didn't like that.
And we didn't really like understand what the circle was until the end of the movie. Then you kind of get it, but it's really weird.
Oh, yeah,
really
the one
cheesy.
girl comes along and she's like told that she's the only one that can break the circle or
yeah,
whatever.
Yeah. And the girl was like in something else. I forget what she was in.
I don't know.
But I don't know. It was really weird. But
it was still a fun time. What do you think we gave this one? Was this one like a 3?
I think we gave it a 3.
Yeah.
It's in full frame mode. It says it's from 1995, but I read that it was made in 1989, and it was just kind of shelved until then. But it's cool because there's a feature on here that actually shows like the premiere of the movie.
Oh,
and
yeah,
it was like
a big deal.
It was like a big deal.
Yes.
And then I don't know like what happened after that premiere. It just got shelved after that. I don't know.
Didn't I say this one reminded me of another like wintry Vinegar Syndrome that we watched that I hated that one, but like I liked this one a lot more.
Oh,
forget what we
Winter Beast?
Yeah, I think that was it.
Yeah, Winter Beast wasn't that great, but this was a lot of fun.
This one was a lot better.
I liked it a lot.
The whole cabin vibe was cool.
Yeah.
So that brings
I'll
us...
watch that again one drunken night or something.
Yeah. Yeah, now that we already know, like it's more fun to kind of like go into it. So the last title, I already spoiled it, so you already know what it is, but we watched From Beyond.
From Beyond.
And I had never seen this before. He had.
I've seen it quite a few times.
Think we watched. I mean, this one was a lot more recent, but I think I was pretty tired the night we watched this too. So like, this is already really out there and like crazy. And then when you're kind of delirious and tired, it's like, holy shit!
You don't know that cover, the front cover.
What is going on?
Underneath the slip.
Huh?
Underneath the slip.
What? Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is crazy. I don't even really know what to say about it. Jeffrey Combs.
Yeah.
As soon as I saw his face, like I was like, oh yeah, and then and then you said Barbara Crampton.
Mm-hmm.
That's just off the top of my head. I'm getting better with that. And Ken Foree.
Yeah.
They were great. They made this great. I really had fun with it. It was so cheesy, and the effects, like some of the effects were so practical and cool, and then some were just so like
the computer generated stuff.
Exactly, like the worms and stuff like floating in the room and stuff.
It was the late 80s, so of course it's going to look like that.
It got a little spicy with Barbara Crampton.
Yeah.
Because the whatever it was, like the whatever the hell it was that was making them like
the resonator.
Yeah. It was like making them like horny or something, and she like got all dressed up dominatrix.
Yeah, it kind of like it stimulates the gland in the middle of the
pineal.
third eye.
Yeah, the pineal gland. I just remembered. Yeah, I learned all about that in like anatomy, and it was cool like hearing them use all this medical terminology that I knew about. But they took like the pineal gland to this whole nother level.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I remember why this was crazy for me. I was having like an eye migraine that night. And, like, my one eyeball was, like, particularly, like, hurting. And then he's like, oh, I forgot to tell you, there's, like, some eyeball stuff in this.
Some eyeball stuff.
Jeffrey Combs, or no, not Jeffrey Combs, the other guy, he, like, goes up to the face and, like, sucks the eyeball out.
That was Jeffrey Combs, yeah.
Oh, it was him. And then
when he's bald and he goes nuts and stuff.
And then, like, so there's that. And then the pineal gland, it, like, pokes, it, like, opens up out of the forehead and, like, comes out like a snake. And it's, like, doing this whole thing and attacking people. Oh, my God. I was like, like I just felt sick seeing all this eyeball
And
stuff.
she bites it off.
Yeah, that was nuts. So it was crazy, nuts, but it was such a blast, and it looked really good.
It did look really good.
So, yeah, those were the 4 titles that we got to watch from January. I feel like we can at least watch 4 titles. We should strive for more, but
yeah,
with crazy busy lives and opposite schedules, I think 4 is pretty solid.
And I'm gonna say, we don't have to watch the titles from February. We can watch the titles from January or February.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we just keep on doing it like that. You know?
Anything like
anything.
Yeah, true. Like not confine ourselves to just this haul.
Yeah,
we
we're
can
just
watch
gonna
anything from. That's a good idea.
Our monthly haul videos. We're just gonna show off the next month's titles, and then after that, we'll go into our reviews, just like now, just like what we just did.
Yep, but we'll at least try to do like one title from the previous month.
Yeah.
You know,
yeah,
like now in March, we'll try to at least watch one of these that we just showed.
Yeah, I'll probably do.
But
where's the second?
What?
Like, oh, this isn't everything.
There's 3 in here.
Oh, okay.
Sorry, I like put them back in the
box. I was gonna say, we'll probably. I'm gonna say out of these 3, we'll probably end up watching Devonsville Terror. That's the one I'm most interested in out of these 3.
Yeah.
But I want to watch Eat Brains Love.
Yeah,
too,
for sure.
A lot. Those are my 2 tops.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Yeah, same.
So.
Yeah, so we agree on that. So those are probably the 2 you're gonna get a review for. So hopefully you guys like this little bit that we added to the end. It does make the video a little longer, but if you were interested in these titles, or you think you have similar taste to us when it comes to the Vinegar Syndrome shit, then hopefully that kind of helps you out. I don't know, but I had fun watching them and talking about it, and it definitely helps us watch more.
Oh yeah,
because we know like, hey, we gotta have something to talk about. So yeah,
that's it for our video, guys. Please like, share, comment, subscribe. Even if we don't get to respond to your comment, we definitely read every single one of them.
Mm-hmm.
We try our best to respond to comments, but you know, we have lives and it's hard to do everything. Yeah. I think that's about it. That's all I got today. Brian Goes Blue.
And Coco too.
Signing off. Bye.
Bye.
Go watch some smut.